let us begin the final chapter.
外壁倉庫を破壊するのは不可能だ。内部から破壊するほかないだろう。侵入できそうな通路がある。先ほどの衝撃で開いたと見える。急げ、内部へ侵入しろ。奴め、触腕で侵入口を塞いだか。侵入口の触腕とつながっているな。あれを破壊すれば活路が開ける。
So now I have to fight tentacles?
予想通りだな。あれを叩けば侵入口を確保できる。攻撃を続けろ。
獅子のすべてがきらめく星のようだ。見よ奏者、どうだ。世の女神っぷりは今の世と奏者であれば星の船であろうと倒しきれよう。
触腕を攻撃しろ。まずは奴の侵入口の確保だ。いいぞ、触腕を片付けてしまえ。触腕の数が減っている。そのまま攻撃を続行しろ。
Where are the other tentacles? Way inside.
行け、内部から奴を破壊しろ。
Get inside! What is this?
核兵器による防御システムだ。注意して回避しろ。避けられないのであれば破壊しろ。今の君の力なら可能なはずだ。
Crap. So I gotta time it right. Damn.
中枢は一つではなかったか。二つ目のあれも破壊しろ、セイバー。これは防御システムが侵入者を排除したのか。またあのプロテクトにかかるのはまずい。侵入口を変えるべきだ。逆側から侵入し、もう一つの中枢を破壊しろ。
便利なものよな。こちらにも触腕か。
These things again.
よくもうねうねと気持ちの悪い全て切り払ってくれる。しかるのち侵入口から内部に至る。
強力だ。注意してくれ。ローマのバスは宇宙一なの。天幕よ、落ちよ。ロサイハ
Got it. Back inside.
見事だ。この突入が最後の機会だろう。覚悟は、いや、引くまでもなかったな。
Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Damn! Keep screwing up. Oh my god. Man, I keep mistiming it.
今度こそ最後の中枢か。チラシをって最後の中枢か。ならば喝采を。
Is this it, finally? That's it! Well, that didn't really last too long. Unless if there is a second boss battle.
高次元よりの魔力収束。だが星船に付与された演算機能はムーンセルと同等だ。即時解析完了。完全防御用のシールドを多次元展開。奥の手であろうと最適防御で防ぎきる。放ってみるがいい。セイバーブイナスなどというおごりごと貴様の希望を粉砕してやろう。
少子粉砕されるのは貴様だ学士。変わらぬものがありながら変わり続けるものを愛というのだ。しかして目に焼き付けよう。宇宙深淵に朽ち果てようと忘れるな。14000年における星の勝利が希望と願いの果てならば。こたびの勝利は私たちの営みこそが紡ぐ果て。花尽きぬ舞台より遥かステラの空にかけよう。行くぞ大政宝具招きとろう黄金劇場改め。キャリタスドムスアウローラ。あえて言おう。まさに斬撃皇帝である。
おいおい、なんだ突然糸が切れやがったぞ。これからいいとこだったのによ。
気持ちは大いにわかるが、そう言ってやるな空風林。どうやら我らの主はその務めを果たしたようだ。
これはあなたは成し遂げたのですね、神王。それでこそ私の、いいえ、レオの成長を導いてくださった方。優勢エネミーの沈黙を確認しました。
活動の停止だけでなく電脳体の崩壊も始まっているようですが。
エネミーだけではない。未明領域の全てが停止を始めたようだ。神々をさえ味方につけたか。大した皇帝だ。
おやおやや、未明領域のエネミー反応が消えていきますよ。戦ってぶち壊したといった様子ではなく、パーッと一斉に打ち上げてピカッと光った花火のように。
アルテラの語った通りだろうな。優勢のかけらが破壊されたことで未明領域の優勢勢力は自動的に一掃された。つまり
何です？
我々は勝利したということだ。ひとまず優勢は目標座標を見失い星の海を巡ることになる。
おう、なんということでしょう。それってつまりセーバーさんがあれを倒したってことですよね。神霊になる前の神々が敗北した相手に干渉とか、これはこれで罰当たりと申しますか。でもまあ私も応援しちゃいましたし、あの手の不可能ごとにはおバカな方が勝機があるかなと期待しちゃいましたし、勢いで制裁面されるのは耳にピクッときますが、まあ何ですか、とりあえずはお見事お疲れ様でした。
The final light that shot forth from Saber Venus utterly destroyed the arc of the stars from the inside. Its obliteration is total. There's no trace of its walls or tentacles. All of it is gone. Even if it had some sort of automatic reconstruction feature, it would be impossible for it to regenerate now. Although the Zero Dark still exists, the only reason the moon cell had originally kept this area around was to stop the arc from interfering with anything. It won't be long now until the entire area is deleted. The Umbral Star's territory, Altera's prison for all those years. This place is no longer used to anyone, not even the moon cell or Seraph. I think it's only the right way it fades away.
どうだアルテラ、こたびの戦いは我らの完全勝利だな。愛の勝利であり、我らの勝利であり、そして貴様の勝利でもある。この剣だ。星船を打ち果たせたのは貴様に借り受けた剣あればこそだからな。
They're particles of the high-density spiritrons that form the Titan Altera cyberframe. She's crumbling. This is the exact scene we saw in the record. The Titan continues to fall. Everything that formed the person she was, her mind, body, and soul, everything that tied her to Seraph is disappearing. She's crumbling, she's crumbling. It's as if the tears are raining down. Not the tears of the great goddess who saved the world, but the tears of the heavens, shed by the stars that watch over us. They pour upon us endlessly. No one could stop these tears from falling. The cyberframe, having lost the mana needed to live, falls to the Zero Dark as a deluge of inorganic mass, and then, bit by bit, it disappears. All while sparkling with the ephemeral glowing light of the Spiritrons. I know why this is happening. We're the ones who made it happen. We should have known that if we destroyed the fragment of the Umbral star, so deeply tied to Altera, she too would be destroyed. The Ark formed the basis of the Titan's existence. With the Ark destroyed, the results were inevitable. But still,
泣くでない奏者。涙をこぼしてはいないかもしれぬが、その顔は泣き顔だ。このような場面に浮かべる表情はな、涙ではない。涙ではないのだぞ、奏者よ。
Saber's actions reflect her words. There are no tears on her face, not a shred of doubt. Why? Even though she stands before this overflowing, endless rain that cruelly accelerates the torrent of debris, her golden hair is swaying, her emerald eyes, sparkling like jewels formed by her burning passion, quietly watch over the crumbling Altera. It's not that she doesn't want to see what's going on. Saber is surely seeing this with her own eyes. So why is she smiling?
ほら、見るのだ奏者。世界の誰でもない世とそなたがこれを見届けねばなるまい。
Through the cracks in the core of the cyber frame, I see a little girl. She's dressed in white from head to toe. Her eyelids just part just a little, revealing eyes that burn as red as the stars. It's Altera. There's no mistaking it. There she is, younger than before. But lying right there, the Titan continues to fall into ruin around us. And yet, for a moment, I can barely comprehend it. All I can do is look back at Saber. And then, finally, I get it. I get why Saber was smiling all this time.
説明が足りずすまなかった。しかし戦闘中は余裕がなく、あとはもう実際に見た方が良いと思ったのだ。世は一度はアルテラメとの約束を破った。肉体の奏者を救えなかった。だからこそ二度も同じ過ちは犯さない。世が破壊したのは優勢とアルテラをつなぐ命令系統だ。ヴィナスの意向は敵を倒すものではない。愛する者を救うものなのだ。セファールとしての外角は崩れるが、中身はこの通り。
That light, she used it to cut the connection, just before she destroyed the Ark. Brilliant. To think that she had been able to adjust for something so small, while emanating such an overwhelming, unprecedented level of dimensional magic. But why did she not tell me about this? But why did she not tell me about any of that?
そなたは、あれだ。ヴィナスをとどめるのに、全神経と全魔術回路を投入していたからな。秘密にしてびっくりさせようなどと思っていたわけではないぞ。うまくいかなかったら気まずいからと思っていたわけでもないぞ。そなたも世もあまりに全力に過ぎて対話の余裕がなかったのだ。すまない。
Oh no, I didn't mean to blame you or anything. I just never thought we'd see her again. And yet here we are, all three of us. The girl in white opens her eyes all the way. They sparkle like rubies. I can see Saber and myself reflected in them. Her eyes are kind as well as beautiful.
セイバーとマスター、私どうしてこれは夢ですか？いいや、夢であるものか。 ここは貴様が生きるべき現実。貴様が勝ち取った未来だ。量子で構成された虚構世界ではあるが、何？地表の現実とそう大差ない。おはよう、アルテラ。改めてはやはり挨拶から始めるべきだな。
おはよう、優勢。私は破壊の化身。
文明は貴様の敵ではないし、生命も貴様の餌ではないぞ。いいか、アルテラ。よく聞くがよい。その実は地上と月の情報をもとにフェルバーが作り出した優勢の子供のようなもの。フェルバーは破壊したが、そこから生まれた生命はもう別のものだ。子は親を選べぬが、生まれ落ちてしまえば話は別。そなたの人生はこれから始まる。そして世が保証しよう。これからは破壊も蹂躙もいらぬ。文明は良いものだし、生命も同じく。ようこそ世界へ。そなたを待つのは愛あふれる日々だ。だから胸を張って笑うがいい。はい。良い顔だ。
The little girl in white gives a faint little smile. Saber lights up with joy and returns with a glowing smile of her own. I feel a smile forming at the corners of my mouth as well. Even though we were fighting for our lives just moments ago, there's nothing but happiness here for us now. Who should I even thank first? Saber? Altera? After I figure that out, I should use the regalia to see how everyone else is doing. I need to make sure that nobody's been hurt and that Altera's rebirth hasn't caused any side effects. Of course, I haven't forgotten about Castor. I need to thank her for keeping our home safe along with Archer and the rest. I have something I should tell her in particular too. I need to give my thanks to the 7 servants who supported our cause. Following that, we have to search the entirety of the new Seraph. We need to suppress any rogue attack programs, whether they're tied to the Umbral Star or not. We also need to find NPCs and escort them to safety, and begin the search for any remaining masters. Oh, there's so much to do. But, for the time being, the 2 girls in front of me.
マスター、おはよう。
何をぼーっとしている、奏者。何か言ってやるがよい。
Oh yes, that's right. I must have gotten caught up thinking about everything else. Well then, first... to a new world. Well, this was a lot lengthier than I expected it to be. So overall, I think the game is good. It's definitely made by Kinoko Nasu, who also wrote the Fate Stay Night visual novels, as well as I believe he also wrote. Did he write Melty Blood? I believe Melty Blood and the Tsukuhime series as well. Yeah, my personal thoughts, it's a good game if you're used to all the visual novel stuff. Majority of it is like, you know, at a time was like 30-40 minutes of dialogue, and then you get maybe 10-15 minutes of gameplay at most. But overall, the story was good. Alright, let's just skip this credits here. So what happens next? Oh, I know who it is. Elizabeth.
それにセイバーも私だって諦めない。このままじゃ絶対済まさないんだから。
Now, let me tell you the story of what happened afterwards. A certain sort of peace has come over the land, at least over the parts that we know of, since the new Seraph is growing bigger and bigger every day. The Roman Empire of Seraph, the area under Saber's control, is almost fully reconstructed. After the invaders from the Zero Dark all disappeared, a certain change occurred in Seraph. First, the number of NPCs started to increase. I even started to spot some familiar faces. Saber is overjoyed. She calls them excuse me. She calls them her Roman citizens, and has been busying herself with her area's construction. She says she's doing it because it would be uncomfortable leaving there day to day otherwise. The area was mostly made up of the fortresses erected during the wall, after all. I can tell Saber is happy as she speaks boisterously about the glory and extravagance that can only be achieved through the efforts of our citizens. Additionally, it's not just the NPCs who have increased in number. Surprisingly, we started to see more and more humans in all of the territories. Yes, humans. Saber doesn't really see the difference between them, and neither do I, but Castor looked pretty surprised when she told me the news. Of course, many of the people who come to Seraph are spirit-trained hackers who have become wizards, but not everyone is one, and for some reason, there seems to be a fairly large amount of non-wizards too. Saber thinks that they're immigrants who have moved to the moon, as the environment on Earth is too harsh for them. Of course, oh no. It's no surprise her noble phantasm is a glorious golden theater just waiting for applause. She keeps her door open for any audience who comes to share the joy of the world. Reconstruction of Tamamo's old territory, the Millennium Capital, is moving along quickly. Most of the areas that were damaged during the battle with the Umbral Star are repaired now too. It sounds like the NPC's trade industry is doing particularly well. They even established a trade route with Rome. For her part, Castor says, it's not like I particularly helped them or anything. She also tells me that Karna is spending his days peacefully in the city of cherry blossoms. Apparently, he's a sight to behold when he's gazing at the flowering glory of the trees in full bloom. Ryder started up a shop somewhere, or was she helping out at one of the NPC stores? Either way, she's doing well. I like to go and say hi one of these days. Berserker. No one knows where the General Lu Bu Fengshun has gone. There are rumors that he was seen watching the cherry blossoms with Karna, but there are also stories of him being seen in places other than the Millennium Capital or Rome, so no one really knows what happened to him. 3 out of the 4 generals who served under Nero vanished just like Lu Bu. Chu Chulan ran off, saying he had someone to find. Sir Gawain claimed he was going on a journey to train himself even further. Li Xuan just left, Kaka-ing all the while. All of them set off in different directions, following their own paths in the new and constantly expanding territories of Seraph. Archer stayed behind for us, but I don't see much of him. I wonder what he's been doing lately. And then, The servants who let alter their power. Top servants who stayed by her side for various reasons, even though the Moon Cell summoned them to fight her. We know the King of Conquerors fell in battle, and we haven't seen any sign of the other two. Did they disappear? Did they leave Seraph and return to the Throne of Heroes? No one seems to know for sure. In my personal opinion, it's hard to think that the Golden Heroic Spirit would have given up and left so easily. I can easily see him being dragged into some unbelievable plot in some unbelievable place, gut laughing the whole time. And then there's the Zero Dark, the former territory of the Umbral Star. The unknown darkness that once blackened the territory has started to vanish, piece by piece. Apparently, it's an automatic function of the Moon Cell running its course. Now that it's confirmed that the Arc of the Stars has been completely destroyed. No one goes there now. No servants, NPCs, or humans. Even all the Umbral enemies have disappeared, following the cessation of their functions. I don't think anyone will ever enter the Zero Dark again. No. Never again.
この時がやってきてしまったな、キャスターよ。
まったくもっていつかはこうなるとは覚悟しておりました。私たちはどうあっても相入れぬ同士、決着はつけなくてはなりません。不思議ですね。こういうところはすぐに同意できるのに、他となるとどうにも不器用なんて。
確かにな。我らは2人。しかし愛しの奏者は1人のみ。統合を果たした時からもはや決まっていた運命かもわからんな。
How did it come to this? I try to think of something to say, some way to calm them down like the ladies they are. Seraph has finally regained peace. Maybe it's never ever been this peaceful before, so what's wrong to fight like this? I told them over and over that they were both my irreplaceable servants, but it looks like they can't even hear me right now. They're always spoiling for a fight. There's no one to stop them, and anyone who could stop them in the first place has left on a journey of their own. This is awful. Can I really not do anything other than watch? The scene unfolding in front of me is truly the beginning of the end. It's the day of reckoning. It's the day of destiny. Two of the world's strongest, classiest ladies sinking down to a mudslinging contest.
止めるな奏者。これは真にそなたのためでもある。故に世は上げていくぞ。我が才を見よ。万来の喝采を聞け。インペリウムの誉れをここに。甘き果実のごとく見よ。黄金の食卓を。
いいえ、させませんとも。宝具團十郎推薦京料理、ここに開陳です。
What the hell?
奏者よ、分かっているな。まずは洋の料理から食べるのだぞ。
It was a cooking contest.
無理強いとは無粋ですね、セーバーさん。お疲れ気味のご主人様には質量料理などより繊細な京料理が良いのです。
質量料理か。それは良き名だ。世のローマ料理は質も量も十分だからな。
褒めてませんから、玉も流の当てつけですから。あ、いえ、ご主人様はどうぞお気を楽に。
So it begins. I knew that they shut themselves in the kitchen at the crack of dawn, and were fussing over this and that while getting something ready, but I never could have imagined that this is what they were planning. It would seem the true battle begins here. It wouldn't bother me if this was a normal culinary battle. I wouldn't mind at all. In fact, I'd be perfectly content to let them go at it and prove their skills to their heart's content. The only problem is that I'm the judge for this. Where's Kukulai when I need him? The table in front of me is piled high with mountainous fruits of their labor, and I don't use mountainous lightly. I can see that they truly put everything they had into making this. Both sides look delicious. Roman cooking and Japanese cooking. Both different, but scrumptious.
ご主人様、もしや今、綺麗なモノローグで締めようとなさいました？
どちらも違ってどちらも良いか。おお、それはなかなか良い言葉ではないか。褒め言葉と受け取るぞ。
セーバーさん、ほにゃーと頬をだらけさせて何勝手に陥落なさってるんですか。ここまで来て無効試合なんて私はごめんこをむります。どちらが正妻メインサーバントなのか、今こそここではっきりと。
焦るでないキャスター。要は奏者の言葉をただ褒めたまでのこと。当然勝負を放棄する気はない。
Oh, is that how it is?
さすがセイバーさん。そうならそうとおっしゃってくだされば。よろしゅうございます。女の戦い、ここに極まり。いざ真剣勝負。ではご主人様、まずは私のお料理ご覧くださいまし。水菜と牡蠣と豆腐のお鍋、うなぎの白焼きに穴子のかば焼き、トレトレの松茸の混ぜご飯にお吸い物。もちろん箸休めにはおばんざい、さらにデザートには生八つ橋という二代目團十郎も垂涎のスペシャル京料理です。ささご主人様、たんとお召し上がりくださいませ。おかわりもありますとも。
團十郎垂涎級か。それは。
Are you too acquainted with Sir Danjiro? You aren't you? Anyway, this really doesn't... Sorry. Anyway, this really does look delicious. It smells wonderful. Its fragrance wafts over me. I can tell that you spend a lot of time and effort on this. Thank you, Caster. Well then.
いや、待つのだ奏者。まずは世の料理から口にしてもらわねば。
Oh my god.
世とて負けてはおらぬ。とっておきのケーナだ。最高の美酒と最高の料理こそがセラフローマ皇帝とその最愛たるものにふさわしいというものよ。
セイバーさん、ご主人様ですが、お酒の類が大丈夫なあれでしたっけ？
そこはそれ。漁師なる虚構の世界としてのセラフであるがゆえ、ノンアルコール美酒を用意したぞ。
なんとその手があったか。この玉も一生深く。そのテレンテクダ、見習わせていただきましょう。
では世も献立をさらっと紹介しよう。黄金がごときチーズに蜂蜜を添えたオリーブオイルたっぷりのパルス。無論ひよこ豆などではなくレンズ豆である。
Huh, that's interesting.
パンも良いが昔ながらのパルスもまた良い。つい先日発見されたばかりの森林域で収穫したブドウもつけてみた。
I never really had much Roman cuisine before, so I might give it a shot.
トロイヤ豚はヨウが切り分けてやるのだぞ。手ずからなのだぞ。クジャクのローストもあるのだぞ。
The Roman dishes Saber lays in front of me, a pile of delicacies, like something out of a storybook. I see. So this is the table of the esteemed emperor. I feel like one of those people depicted in ancient history books, This looks super delicious. It makes me think about the past. There were so many places in many eras throughout history where the Earth's bounty was astonishingly plentiful. My mind almost wanders to all kinds of places.
フォアグラも焼きたてであるし、ああ、エスカルゴの塩煮もまた絶品なのだ。このコクラルでだな。
カタツムリ食べるんですか？はあ、キツネが何を言うか。虫とかカタツムリとか大好物であろうが。ミコ、かわいいかわいいタマモちゃんは虫とか食べたりしませんようだ。
何を言う。虫やカタツムリを食べる野生のキツネが可愛くないとでも言うのか。
突然キツネの側に立たないでくださいまし。ああ、もう何ですか。
奏者よ、キツネ代表は放っておいて甘味も食すがよい。プラケンタの蜂蜜漬けなどもあるのだぞ。
プラセンタ、お肌に良いという
そうなのか。
Oh wait, placenta? Yeah, slight difference there. Moving on.
ともあれ、好きなものを食すがよい。奏者、もとよりこの勝負は世の勝ちだからな。
それは聞き捨てならないと申しますか。何を根拠に勝利宣言。味はまだ分かりませんが、見た目ではすでに私の圧勝と存じますが。
確かに日本料理の見目は麗しい。繊細だ。しかし繊細すぎて食欲というか重欲がわかぬのも事実。
その点、洋の料理を見よ
う。満腹の遣唐使ですら駆けつけるほどの肉、油、果実のインパクト。すべてはローマへ通ずだ。聞いたことがあろう。なればすべての文化文明はローマへ通ず。貴様が京料理なるものを選んだ時点で勝負は決まっていたのだ。京料理もまた文化文明。
なんですその理屈。さすがに強引すぎてドン引きなんですけど。何が文化文明ですか。冗談じゃありません。
I don't really understand what Saber is getting at, but civilization, huh? No, stop it, both of you. Don't you want to dig in before it gets cold?
しかしだな、奏者。こやつがなかなか納得せぬものだから。
ご主人様。でもセーバーさんが
真似をするでない。
真似とかなんです。
Oh, will they just cut it out?
文明
Altera?
お料理はいい文明？悪い文明？
And with a thump, before anyone here even realized it, a young girl in white had jumped on top of my lap. The young girl, smaller than the Altera we knew, a new life form with both the features of herself as a hero and the faint shade of herself as a titan. A new cyber frame born on Seraph. Surprised, Saber and Caster stop arguing. I'm no less surprised myself. I didn't hear her walk in.
アルテラか。貴様の分は別に取ってあるゆえ、今は奏者と二人きりなのだ。だからそんなつまんが。ダメですか？
いいえ、二人きりじゃないですよ。私もみこっとお隣にいますからね。
ダメですか？たまも。
まあ今は間が悪いというか、一世一代の大勝負の最中なので、ここはご遠慮いただけると。アルテラさん、なぜお黙りに？
美味しそうです。右のお料理も左のお料理も美味しそう。これは これは文明なのですか？どちらがいい文明、どちらが悪い文明。でもどちらも美味しそうです。
Ah, I should probably say something here, but before I can open my mouth.
アルテラ、よーく聞くがよい。悪い文明など世界のどこにも存在せぬ。いずれも等しく人の営みだ。であるがゆえ、どちらも美味であり栄養満点であるとよとキャスターが保証しよう。であろうキャスター、依存はないな。
しょうがないですね。そういうことなら、ええ、どちらもそうです。味も栄養も保証しましょうとも。ご主人様のためにとどちらも考えた献立なんですから。悪いものなんて一辺たりとも入っていません。存分に召し上がってくださいまし。
私が食べてもいいですか？
そう言いましたけども。
目に入ってしまったからにはもはや仕方あるまい。キャスターよ、これこそ無効試合というもの、もしくは余たちの負けだ。腹を空かせた無垢なる少女にお預けなどしてはローマ皇帝失格だからな。狐としても失格であろう。
狐としてって何ですか？まあ言いたいことは分かりますけど。
And with that, the epic battle draws to a close. That's fine. I've been kept waiting for so long that I'm hungry too. And besides, there's no way I could finish this huge pile of food all by myself. Of course, since it's the four of us here in the same room, I'm not sure we'll all get along perfectly, although I do wish we could. At any rate, I think the best plan is for everyone to enjoy this wonderful banquet.
はい、いただきます。いただくとしよう。
Still not over? Archimedes is still alive. Are you kidding me?
ベルバー2完全破壊を確認。すでにクォンタムタイムロックに入ったか。実に落胆すべき結果ではあるが、これ以前の修正行動は不可能となった。人の文明と神の執念、月の機能か、優勢の力までをも利用しての奇跡とはな。欠陥品であるお前たちだが、結果は正しく受け止めよう。お前たちの勝利だ。だがベルバーはいずれここへと至ろう。
So it's not over.
破滅の星よ、どうかこの身をここより遥かな真の英知に導きたまえ。
And that's the end of Fate Extella, the Umbral Star. Alright, well, thanks for everyone for stopping by to watch my great playthrough. Man, that really took a lot out of me, just reading all of that all at once. So, anyway, thanks for coming, everyone. Feel free to give this a like and comment. I'll see you guys all again for more gameplay. See you later.